Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to make the basic granny square. I posted a picture of a large stack of about 13 on Instagram and somebody was like, I have no idea how to make granny square. So this is just a basic granny square. They are easy to make. They are really simple, and I can churn out between 13 to 20 in an evening, which sometimes when you just want to crochet but you have no idea what you want to crochet, you don't really have the time for a big project, or you just need some space away from the projects you're working on. A granny square is always the nicest. And of course you can make them as big or as little as you want. So this is a 4-row granny square. This one was done in beautiful variegated yarn. So I'm going to teach you how to do it and change the colours, because obviously with a variegated yarn I don't need to worry about it. But one of the questions that one of my Instagram followers had was how I changed the colours on the rows. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to do the granny square and we're going to change the colour on each row. So stay tuned. Okay. So let's do a materials list here. You'll need a crochet hook. I'm using a 3, but you can use any size you want. That will depend on your size of how big your granny square will come out, but it's not a problem at the moment. So this is a 3. You'll need a darning needle, which has a very big hole and is fairly blunt. I wouldn't like it stuck in my finger, but you'll need some yarn. I'm just using scrap, so this is a giant ball of yellow, and I've just got some scrap red left over from another project which I'm going to use tonight as well. So let's get started. So I'm going to put a slip stitch into that. And I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then I'm going to double crochet into that first chain I made. And you're going to double crochet 3. You're then going to chain 2, and then you're going to double crochet another 3. No, sorry, you're going to double crochet 4. I'm very sorry, because you've got your chain, which counted as a double crochet at the beginning of that round. You're going to double crochet 4 this time. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oops. And 4. You're going to chain 2 like you did last time. 1 and 2. And you're going to do another 4 into that. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Just give it a tug if you think you're going to run out of space. You're going to chain 2 and you're going to put the last 4 in there. Might be a little snug, but it will fit. 2, 3, and that's the last one there, that's 4. And you're going to chain 2, because that's the round, and then that first, top of that first chain, that first round, you're going to slip stitch into there. So you should have ended up, if you give it a bit of a tug, it just needs to be moved around, you should have ended up with a little square, just like that. Now I'm going to end my yarn off here, so if you want to use another round of your colour, or you're using variegated wool, then you won't need to do this, but I'm going to just leave a little bit of a tail, and I'm going to pull my yarn over my crochet hook and pull it all the way through and give it a good tug so it's secure, and I will deal with that end a bit later on. But I'm going to take another colour now, and make my slip stitch as normal. Now I'm going to, because I haven't taken my thread away here, I haven't woven my thread in, I'm just going to switch to the next chain, and this is where I add my yarn in if I'm going to change colour. So I'm going to slip stitch on that chain, and then I'm going to chain 3. Okay, and that counts as one of your first of your DCs. So it'll be 3 double crochet plus the chain. That makes the 4. I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to do 4 double crochet in the same hole as before. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go, you should have your first distinct corner. Chain 1, yarn over, and into that next chain of the chain 2 from the previous round, you're going to do 4 double crochets in there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to chain 2, and you're going to do 4 double crochets in that same hole. This is will be your second corner. There we go. Give it a tug. It will look like your second corner. Chain 1, and you can do the exact same again. Another 4 into the previous round's 2. So into the chain 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to chain your 2, and you're going to do another 4 in that same stitch, just like you have done for the last 3. And chain 1, and the exact same thing again. You're going to do 4 in the last chain of the previous round. 2, 3, and 4. You're going to chain 2 and 4 in that same hole. 1, 2, 3 and 4. You're going to chain your 1, and then this top chain that you started, that's your first chain you started with, you're just going to slip stitch in that top like that, and you should have ended up with a square. Now you now have a granny square, so that's the basic granny square. Now you could leave that like that and make as many of these, and then have like a bigger one, and then have little ones all the way around. That works really nicely. But for the purpose of this, we're going to do another round, because I want to show you what happens when you make it bigger. I'm going to end my yarn off here. Again, as I said before, you don't have to end your yarn off here. And I think I'm going to go back to the red that we started with. So like before, I want to start in a chain. So pick any chain you like, and I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to do the exact same thing I did before. I'm going to do 4 double crochet in the yellow chain this time, or the previous round's chain, depending on what colour you used, and the same again. I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to do another 4. That bit hasn't changed. So chain 2 and 4 more double crochets in that stitch. There we go. Now you're going to chain 1, and this is where it slightly changes, because the bigger it gets, the more stitches you need to add. So on your third, what will be your third round, because this is 1 round, this will be 2 rounds, so you're working on the third round, you need to add in 3 double crochets into between the chain 1s you did. So that's between these ones here. So all you're going to do is you're going to do the exact same thing, double crochet into that chain 1 and around, and you're going to do 3 of them. So you end up with sort of a 3 double crochet into the center between the 2 corners, and then you're going to chain 1 and you're going to do your corner stitch. So 4 double crochet, chain 2, 4 double crochet, chain 1, and the exact same thing again. You're going to do a chain of you're going to do 3 double crochet, sorry, into between these 2 again. So 1, 2 and and 3, like that. You're going to chain your 1, and you're going to end with your next corner. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to chain your 2 as normal, and 4 more double crochet in the corner. You're going to chain 1, and as normal you're going to put your 3 double crochet in. 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to do your last corner of 4 double crochet, chain 2, 4 double crochet. And there we go, as you're coming into your last double crochet, chain 1, and your last stitch of 3 double crochets in the centre there. And then chain 1, and that first chain you started with in the corner, you're going to slip stitch into the top. Like that. And there you have it. And what's going to happen with these centre stitches is the more you crochet and make the granny square bigger, the more of these you're going to have. Now this is a one more round. So what I've ended up with on this last round I've ended up with 2. So you will, if you do another round on this, you will do your corner, and then you will do 3 double crochet into this one, and 3 double crochet into this one, and then you will make your corner. And the bigger you make the granny square, the more of these 3 double crochet stitches you're going to have between your corners. If you only have 2 on this corner and 2 on this corner, but you've only got 1 on this corner, it's not going to be a square. Each side has to be symmetrical. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you enjoy making granny squares. Please don't forget to show me either through my Facebook page or my Instagram. You can tag autumnweaves into Instagram, and I look forward to seeing your projects made soon. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.